Let us untruth to truth, let us darkness to light, let us death to immortality, peace, peace, peace. Today I'll discuss about the BTMS-185. The subject matter is the airport handling. In this particular airport handling, there are the 1 to 14 units are there, and I will discuss one by one. Now, summary of this course particular, airport are the crucial for economic development, enable enable passenger and cargo movement. These particular airports not only the developing the country, but it is the projecting the also country also. And airport also the part of the tourism. When we are talking about the tourism, we have the 4 A's. One is the attraction, accommodation, accessibility, and amenities. In the particular airport is under to the accessibility for this thing. And today people are too much first, and the airports are need for tourism development also. It's enabled to the passenger and also cargo movement. They play a significant role in tourism related industries. In tourism, we have seen it is the umbrella industry. It is the umbrella industry, and it related other ancillary industry are there. In course overview, what are the course overview for this thing? Cover airport operation, airline ticketing, overall airport activities. In this particular focus, the journey from the passenger arrival to departure. This is, and unit 1, actually unit 1 airport structure and operation, it is described for this thing. In this particular introduction of the airport infrastructure, what are the basic requirement for the airport and other the service provided and stakeholder also. Now unit 2, 3 and 5, they discuss about the airport regulation and time calculation. What are the regulation for this thing, how to calculate the time for this thing, because it is globally one, because it depends it rotated for this thing. So there's some idea we can get it. The importance of IATA International Air Transport Association instructions area, time zone calculation, how to different time zones are there, and getting to the losing a day. So it will be discussed in this particular 2, 3 and 5. Now, units 4, 6, 7 and 8 are airport ticketing codes. What are the codes they are using for this thing, how it is what used for this, like this way. And IATA, ICA codes are using ticketing also. Unit number 9, 11, 12, passenger handling and fare construction. How to done it to the fare construction, cover the ticket search, booking process and fare construction. And after that, we are going to the use of the team, that means travel information manual in the air travel, and importance of the GDS, global distribution system in the modern ticketing. And after that, unit 10, we have passenger handling norms. What are the norms that are required for this standardization for this thing. Unit 13, basically it depends upon to the cargo transportation, the introduction to the air cargo transportation and logistic body. Unit 14, modern airport trends and discuss on the advancement in airport management and facilitation. And the course of what are the course objective, provide the complete understanding of the airport operation, because airport is one of the factors of tourism, and that tourism given to the engine of the economic development, helps student identify the career opportunity in the aviation industry. This is the course objective for this year. Let us see how does it develop in unit 1 to like this one. Unit 1, earlier I said, introduction to the operation at airport. Before starting off this thing, what is airport actually, and what as the background for this thing, this we'll discuss one by one. Airports play a crucial role in travel and tourism industry. Here we see travel and tourism industry depend on the airports. Because airport is a place where all the aeroplanes or other vehicles related to the air come and down. There are over 400 commercial airports globally, handling billions of passengers annually. 400 commercial airports globally and it's billions of the passengers annually. And 2019, 4.5 billion passengers travel via scheduled services as per ICAO. And definition, what is the definition of how do you define to the airport? In Oxford Dictionary straightway it define a place. Airport is the place, nothing about this thing. What are the condition? Where plane lands are plane, take off and have a building for the passenger. Have a buildings for passenger. This is the Oxford University Dictionary. Very simple there. And building to give the in a complex set of facilities enabling airport transport services for passengers and cargo. They deliver to the complex set of facilities. When we're talking about the airport, not only land, but it also giving some facilities, air transport services. They are given for this thing. Now, next slide we are. What actually airport provides? Airport provide infrastructure related to the aircraft, facilities for stakeholders, amenities for airlines to operate. These are the basic function or characteristic, whatever we can call it. Airport handle both passenger and cargo transportation. Are related, what are the related terms? We can aerodrome. ICAO define a design land. Aerodrome is a design land or water area for aircraft arrival, departure, and surface movement. Aerodrome, that is aircraft arrival, departure, and surface movement. Very state-cut way it is defined. Now, what is airfield? We are not talking to the airfield. It comes to the air. It related to the place for takeoff and landing. There may lack of terminals or paved runways. These are runways. These are the airfield for this thing. All airports, the crucial term is all airports are aerodrome, but not all aerodromes are airport. And here with the definition, it is also differentiated. As airport require certification and regulatory compliance, aerodrome may not need any certification. Aerodrome can include small commercial airports and military bases. The increasing importance of the air transport has led to construction of the more airports globally. Airports are essential components of nation's transport system, providing infrastructure for air travel. So these are the most important essential component of nation transport system, providing infrastructure for air travel. Yes, air travel. Now we are going to the significance of the airports. Transport hub. Thank you. Transport hub. Airports serve as a multiple modal transportation centers. and facilitate the transition between air and land travel. It is a transition between air and land travel. It is the economic infrastructure. They play a crucial role in import and export activities, boosting cargo transportation efficiencies. That what is the when import, it is also economic development. Export, same thing also, and boosting the cargo transportation efficiencies. Then security importance, airport implements strict security measures for the passenger and cargo, ensuring safety. Immigration, they prevent that custom and immigration unauthorized entry of goods and people through the customs and immigration change. There is the custom and immigration on this particular, there is some departments are there. And now, trade regulation, airport help restrict illegal trade. When we are transporting something cargo for this thing or cargo, here restrict the illegal trade and smuggling via custom enforcement. It is rechecked body. This is the one of the vital factors also there. Now, how airport also development, tourism development. So what is the tourism actually? Tourism is basically activity of all activities, combined activities. One of the combined activities means it is the also activities of the transportation. Here, how airport incorporate for tourism development, if they are not transport the passenger, tourists, so destination will not get any tourists for that. Airport invests tourism by providing better air connectivity to the destination. That means that connectivity to the destination, it is done by the airport. The employment generation, they create direct and indirect income and job opportunity for the local communities. As for example, any international airport, they need several types of activities, several type of service required from washroom facilities to high standard facility, catering, after the land, mobile service, so whatever the services for the they need for this thing. Then when every tax related to the employment, that's why it is called direct, and other it is the indirect also. Income and job opportunity for local communities. Connectivity and mobility. Airport connect people and communities and market, improving overall mobility. It's airport connecting to the global is for this thing. That mean that means that we can say it connect people, communities, and market, improving the overall mobilities. The economy indicator. The presence of airport signify regional economic growth and development. Now we are coming to the physical structure of an airport. An airside restricted the area of the aircraft operation. Essential for the aircraft takeoff and the landing, larger airport may have multiple runways. That larger airport may have multiple runways, then it takes some areas for this thing. And taxiways connect with the runway to the apron and aircraft movement between the landing and takeoff and parking. Apron means airport parking and maintenance area, including loading, unloading of cargo and passenger. Control that yet manage the aircraft movement on the ground and in air for the safe navigation. Fire station ensure emergency responses for fire safety and rescue operation. These are the facilities needed for this thing. A refueling facility provide the fuel to aircraft. That type of facility should be there with the well-laid fuel dispersal system. So these are the physical structure of an airport are essential for that. Landside, passenger and ground transportation area, terminal building, dividing into departure and arrival areas of passenger processing. What it does, divide into departure and arrival area of the passenger processing for this thing. The separating for this thing. Separate terminals for domestic and international flight in the larger airport. As for we can say something around Calcutta International Airport, Delhi International Airport, there are different for the domestic and international flights for the larger airport. Include the customs, what are the custom, immigration, security check, waiting lounges and boarding gates. These are the facilities we can provide. It is existent for that. Not only for it is also the characteristics, the small, larger airport. Houses for commercial service like a restaurant, cafeteria, duty-free shop, foreign exchange counter, and ATMs. Air traffic management system. Park in and access the road. Provide the connectivity between the airport and surrounding cities via taxi, buses, and rail. The parking and accessibility roads should be there. These are the actually basic facility or infrastructure should be there. Cargo terminal, separate facilities for booking and delivering the goods. Because when we are talking to the cargo, they are also transporting the goods. So there are different booking, delivering the goods in the systematic way, so it cannot be hazard for them. Now this is the flowchart of passenger handling procedure. Source Ethereum 2000, McCord and Rupp 2018, digital transportation system. Now landside, airside, no issue. Arrival in the airport, when the passenger then check in. When you're checking, nobody can enter without security checking. Now it is the security checking. Now it is the immigration, which is international for this thing. Now you got the boarding the gate. And the boarding the gate are also, then you get connected to departing the passenger, and that get transport and the transfer and arriving the passenger for this thing, and arriving the person, the immigration for this thing. So these are the connectivity for this thing, and then the day boarding, uploading for like the after that departure and going for this thing. This is the system when they leaving to the airport for this thing. Now here airport, air traffic, airline, ground handling agent and police. These are the activities we can see any of the international or domestic for that. Sorry. Now here, when you're the airport, your traffic control, ATM or ATC, airline, ground handling agent, police, all the activities are the part, all the tasks are the part of the airport. Now, operation in an airport, ground handling, airside operation, aircraft turn around, ensure the quick readiness of the aircraft. When the aircraft are there, it is required to ready for takeoff for the next flight and minimizing the turnaround time. So when you minimize the turnaround time, the flexibility will there, and it takes going as early as possible. Passenger and cargo handling. The passenger cargo handling, there the so many things are there, bag and baggage, reloading for the next flight. It's all the activities are going on. Aircraft services for them. include the marshalling, refueling, routine maintenance, cleaning, and catering services. These are the aircut services. If it discards anything, that it will be not possible for take-up. Now, pushback operation, moving the aircraft from the gate to the taxiway for the take-up. Now, rescue and firefighting also there. Quick responses team and handle the emergencies, especially during the landing. When it is landing for this thing, these are the facilities are available also. Is there anybody? No one is there. Okay. Now, rescue for this thing. Again, we have passenger handling landside operation departure area. When the arrival and departure is there, now entry check. When, uh, when we're talking about to the checking for this thing, the passenger must present travel documents. That means tickets, their identity, maybe an other, maybe voter or whatever passport, whatever this thing, for verification before entering the terminal. So when we are checking for this thing, it is the security control for that. Now baggage screening. After taking that, you will then the screening for security scanning, checking the baggages. If it is also essential for that. Check-in process, ticket and ID verification, identity card verification, baggage tagging, also tag your bag, and boarding pass issuance. When you are board in the any aircraft, you need to the boarding pass also. Security check, personal screening, and hand the baggage inspection. That immigration for international travel. When we are talking to the international travel, there is the immigration departments are there. They will check their documents, passport, identity and visa, whether it is allowed for this verification before existing to the country. And boarding, travel documents are rechecked before passenger move to the aircraft. That is the boarding pass for this thing. Now, arrival area, when you are talking to the arrival area, departure for the arrival area for this thing, de-planning, passenger exits the aircraft and enter to the terminal. Earlier cases, it is exist to the terminal and going to the airport, aircraft. No, here is the passenger exist the aircraft and enter to the terminal. The transit passengers, then passenger those with the connecting flight proceed to the transit area for the security clearance. Again, immigration check for the international travel, document verification for the entering to the country. When the aircraft to land to then it going for the immigration for international travel, they need for this thing, baggage claim. Now, passenger retrieve check in the baggage from the conveyor belts. The conveyor belts is moving in India. It is moving around for this thing. Then you can identify that and take it. Custom clearance, screening of the goods and baggage for restricted or prohibited items for that. The exit services, then you can exist for this thing. Passenger access the commercial facilities like the taxi services, hotels, tour operator, and currency exchange for this. These are the needed for this thing. If now we are coming to safety and security in the airport. The safety regulation and authority, whether it is implemented or not, whether it is needed or not. Global standards, as per global standard for this thing, safety regulation are set by International Civil Aviation Organ, ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, and followed by all the countries. They are the global standard organization. The regulatory authorities in India, Director General of Civil Aviation, DGCA, Director of Civil Aviation, regulates. They are given to some rule and regulation. Air transport ensures safety and security, issues a license and certification. Then Bureau of Civil Aviation Security ensures the compliances or compliance with the ICA, that means International Civil Aviation Organization standard, monitors security the needs and provides training. Airport Authority of India, that means AAI, also develop different and maintain the airport infrastructure and manage the Indian airspace. Now, common safety issues, runway accidents, runway incursion and excursion during the takeoff. Incursion is landing are among the most frequent cause of accident. When you are taken to the takeoff or landing, here is the runway, the incursion. There are so many accidents. Why it is loss of control? One of the reasons, loss of control, when the pilots may lose the control mid-flight, leading to the emergency situation. So this may be loss of control. Bird strikes. When the aircraft are striking the brush, birds hitting aircraft near airport porch or major risks. Require constant monitoring. It may be a causes of the accident. Poor weather condition, sudden climate changes disrupt the flight schedule or cause of crashes. Now, ice and snow, slippery runway and ice build up on aircraft can lead to accident. Sand and dust is one of the causes for that. Dust storm and volcanic ash can damage aircraft engines. They are very sophisticated engine, but dust can damage aircraft engines. Then mechanical errors through the rear due to regular maintenance, technical malfunction can be occurred anytime. Human factor. What is the human factor for the mistake by pilots, air traffic controllers, or ground staff due to fatigue, confusion, or negligence are leading causes of accident. These are the safety measures we need for the proper maintenance so that it can be secure for all the stakeholders. Now, security concern in the air transport, terrorist attack and sabotage, hijacking. Airport and airlines are high risk target, requiring constant security upgrades, hijacking threats. It is done for that. Strict passenger and baggage check are enforced to prevent hijacking. Hijacks are there, they are demanding something for this thing, but it can be prevented through the strict passenger and baggage check. If they properly check the baggage, it can be prevented. Entry restriction, it is also done. Only passenger with valid tickets, official and authorized personnel can enter into the air premises. So these are the hijacking threat. These are the precaution we can take it. You can take it now. It is also going on. A baggage and cargo screening, it is also. These are the facilities are going on. X-ray screening of the checked and hand the baggages. Physical verification when required. Advanced AI-based detection system. This is the newly advanced for this really. Artificial intelligence are coming in the picture to detect the system and train the canine teams are coached for the explosive detection. Now it is the latest inclusion. Now, passenger and crew security check, full body screening with the metal detectors, secondary security check at the boarding gates during the high alert periods. The security protocol by the airlines, Airline like Air India enforce the strict security regulation, not only Air India. Now, all of the airlines are taking the care for that, including random baggage check, personal frisking, and secondary security checks at boarding gates. Now we are coming to the Air India security alert for the passengers. What are there? It is the WW India Air. You can see also. What is every passenger, and it is also done in your study material also. Every passenger is subjected to a security screening prior to boarding to the aircraft. This is advisable, and it is also necessary. Ticket identity is checked at the time of entry into the airport. Screening using X-ray machine is there for all baggage. Random physical checks are also carried out or checked baggage. Passengers have to undergo personal frisking and their hand baggage will be screened using the X-ray system before entering into the gate area. There, when you are boarding to the gate, there is the gate numbers are there. Each every and you selected to the gate for this thing. There also again they are checking for this thing. Secondary ladder point security check screen passenger baggage during the normal time and may also carry out their near step ladder and boarding the gate before boarding into the flight. In any case, if the passenger is brought out the security hold area of the exigency after the completion of security check, a fresh boarding card shall be issued and he or she will have undergo security check again. So that will is security check again for this team. So all the security provided by or done by Air India Security Allowed, it is facilitated to the passenger, all the stakeholder, country, everyone will be benefited for that. Now, completed to the unit 1. Now we are proceed to the unit 2. Importance of the geography in air travel. Now, when we are talking of the geography, then when geo means Bhumi or earth, graphy means we are crafting something. Now here we are giving to the study of places, and relationship between people and their environment. When you're talking to the geography and the definition of this thing or characteristics of them, we study. What do we study about the place? What about them? A relationship to whom? Between people and their environment. Examine interrelation, interaction between human and physical environment. Because they are interacting each and every time. Utilize maps, geographic information system, and field exploration. So these are the when we are talking to the geography definition for this thing, we are going to the something about that type of characteristic we can find out. The connection between geography and tourism, what are the relationship, how it is interact between two. So tourism, when we come into tourism, it is the sum total of activities of both the stakeholders and others. It is basically the related to activity. But when you're talking to the tourism, with 4 areas there, then the first stage is the attraction. If there is no attraction, nobody will travel from one place to another places. Now, tourism involves the movement. That's a tourism is the movement of people from their usual habitat to other location. Then when they cross to the certain distance for them, going to one place to another, here is a distance habitat to other location that is defined to the destination. Air travel requires understanding the geographic location. If you don't understand the geographic location for it is very difficult to go one place to another person. So geographic location, travel time and time zones are very much important related to the tourism. Then geography helps in planning routes, in huge planning and pricing the ticket, distance for this thing, and managing the schedule. These are the connectivity, geography and tourism. Now, next. Rule of IATM, then International Air Transport Association. What is their role actually? How they are doing for them? Regulate commercial aspect of air travel. They are given to fundamentally they are what is that they given to the direction. They are given to the regulates regarding to the travel. What type of travel? Air travel, including their fares, the routes and schedule. So they regulate the commercial aspect of the air travel. Then they include the fares, routes and schedule. All these are they are regulated to the IAT, Air Transport Association. Now, the question is how they are doing for this thing? What is their mechanism for this thing? What is the tactical or technique for the divide global geography into three traffic conference areas to organize air traffic and improve the efficiency. So these are into three traffic conference area TCAs. Three. Now geography importance of the air transportation. Now assisting in navigation and route planning. They are doing to the assist in navigation and route planning. Helps in scheduling flight, considering time zones, plays a role in the weather forecasting, which is crucial to the flight safety. Earlier we have seen bad weather. It is also damage to the safety and security of this thing. So here that E plays a role of weather forecasting, which is geography importance the air transport, flight safety for this thing. Is there anybody? Okay. Now, geography plays a role in the important focusing, which is crucial for the flight safety. Now, need of geography in air travel. Acha. Study plays a relationship with the people and their environment. It is complete, I think, now. Rule of IT scope of the traffic transfer. Acha. Manage International Air Transport Association manages commercial aspect of the air transport, including rates, routes, and schedule. Use geography for planning and pricing of the travel. They are also given planning, pricing of travel. Divide world into three components. Now it is complete, I think. Basics of geography. Now, here, definition and origin. Derived from the Greek words, geo means earth and graphy means to write. Here means that is earth writing. Geo means earth, graphy means to write, that means earth writing or earth description. Established as a field of Greek around 2000 years ago. Study the earth shape, features, and climate, vegetation, and human use of the resources. So these are the studies of the earth shape. What is the shape for this thing? What is the features for this thing? What are the climates for the? What is the vegetation for the human use resources? Main branches of the geography, physical geography, they describe focus on the earth natural characteristics and events. Include the landforms, climates, what are the climates for the soil, different types of soils are there, atmosphere, terrain, and oceans. Study natural resources like the rocks, rivers, and mountains. And subfield, the meteorology, climatology, oceanography, and geomorphology. These are the subfields are there. They are also gravity means they are also researching purpose why it is happening, and also the statistic purpose it is used. Now, human geography. What is human geography? Examines human population and cultures, migration and interaction. These human geography, what types of population is there? Ratio is there, population ratio about this thing, their income standard. So everything shall come on this thing. Now we are coming to the culture. In the particular area divided, their culture differed to the another culture. Culture means the way of life, including everything. That is culture. And migration. And the people are coming to the one place to another place and interactions. Analyze societal structure. Every population has the society. Every society has their own societal structure. Society build up for this thing. Their food security and urbanization. These are the coming in the question. Studies how human settlement and activity influence the earth's surface. Then human also settlement on the earth and the activities influence the earth's surface. Nowadays we have a sustainable tourism or sustainability are in the focus for them. What is sustainability for this thing? Then maintain the carrying capacity also. Subtle cultural geography, population geography, urban and rural geography. Then both and rural geography and urban geography, this is the under any of the search for this thing. Why they are being urban people are for this thing, and what is the rural geography for that? Integrated geography occasionally discussed. What is that? Examine the relationship between physical and human geography. Without physical geography, human geography may not be exist. And study how spatial relationships affect the social and environmental changes. This is also crucial. And when we are talking to the culture, it is also tourism product. Because when we are talking to the tourism product, it has a product which attracts something, whether it is the location or even prominent or location is prominent for this thing. Migration, people are going to the one place to another. Maybe tourism is also called temporary migration for this thing. But here is the continuous migration for this thing. Why people are going to one place to another places. And we in this particular temporary migration, tourism is a temporary tourist is also called the temporary migrants. And interaction, how they are interacted each other, these are discussed the human geography and integrated geography. Okay, sir. Now we are coming to the physical geography and going to the describe in details about the geography and tourism. So here we are not talking to the tourism. Destination should be there. Without destination, tourism cannot be exist for this thing. Whatever the product or event that they need some destination. Some geography provides. The geography provides a framework for tourism. But suppose here is a destination A and people are coming to that mean as for example of the Kumbh Mela, some destination is there. Geographically situated in one places. Now and influence the tourism product. So what are doing? Now holiday at the Sangam. So these are the where it is situated is very important. People travel to explore regions. People travel different from our their own. From one place to another, they try to explore. They explore in different ways, in different forms. Culture and regional geography help travel agent understand the history. That means history. That means story is there in the past. Events are there. What are the importance of the past? Without going to the past, we cannot build to the present also. Tradition, and the socio-economic characteristic of the destination. So if you understand socio-economic characteristic of destination, then it is also one of the exploration. And people are also trying to understand about that, why the people are behaving like this way. Now, geographic feature opens serve as a tourist attraction. The geography features means landform, various type of terrain, terrain for this thing. Tourism spatial process occurring within the geographical limits. There's some limits are exist also there. Now, Earth's physical features. What is the division of the Earth's surface? First, if we talk about the Earth's surface, land masses, and land masses are divided in continents. And after that, water bodies, ocean basically 71% Earth is water and 29% of it's a land. We're talking that means water is more than the Earth. That means it is called 3 by 4. And 1 by 4 is near about for that. Elevation of the measurement. Sea level is the inference of the point, 0 meter. The sea level, when we are talking to the sea level, it is the reference point for this thing, the 0 m. Highest and deepest points. Mount Everest is 8,840. And this is the highest point. We understand what the Mariana Trench, this is the deepest point. So there is a difference between the highest point and deepest point. Now continents. When you're talking to the geography, when you're discussing about the geography, your continents and their features. Asia, 30% of the Earth's land. In the Asia, 30% of the land, largest continent, and with the 60% world population. So the Asia is the most largest and contain the highest peak, Mount Everest, and 10 highest peak globally, and separated from the Europe by the Ural Mountains and Caspian Sea. Separated. It's separate from Europe. So this is the feature of the windward continent of this particular Asia. We can understand. Now Europe. Europe, when we are talking to the Europe, it is the 7.1% Earth's land. Then open grouped with the Asia, Eurasia, and Arctic Circle passes through the Europe. The surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea, Atlantic Ocean, and Arctic Ocean, and Vatican City, the world's smallest country, and the Volga River, longest river, and Danube River passes through the 5 capital cities. These are the in continent of the Europe. Now, when you are talking to the Africa, 20.4% of the land, Earth's land, second largest continent, and equator runs through it, known as the dark continent, and due to the historical isolation. The Sahara Desert, when you are talking to the Sahara Desert, world largest desert, and Ethiopia, world hottest places. These are the largest desert, hottest, so this may be the attraction for this thing. And Nile River, world longest river. And rich mineral, 50% of world gold, 90% of the diamond. Now, North America, 16.3 of the Earth's land. It is the describing the Earth land, and third largest continent linked to the South America by the Isthmus of Panama. Now, USA, world largest economy. When you're talking to the USA, it's the largest economy, and the lake, the Superior, world largest freshwater lake. Mississippi River, third longest river, and Central America, like Belize, Costa Rica, etc. Diverse geography with the mountain and rainforest and savannas. So these are the characteristics of North America and Africa. Now we come to South America. When you're going to the South America for this 12% of the Earth's land. And in the mountain, world longest mountain range. And Amazon River, largest by volume and second longest globally. Now, when we put the Angel Falls, world highest waterfall, and Mount Cotopaxi and Mount Chimborazo, highest volcanoes. So, Australia, 5.2% of the Earth's land, but smallest continent, entirely in the southern hemisphere. Now we are coming to where is the hemisphere, like, and Oceania include the 10,000 islands. A Great Barrier Reef, world largest coral reef, desert and land and covers the two-thirds of the continent. Now leading to the production of the wool, shape out of number human is 14 is to 1. You imagine for this thing. Antarctica, 8.9% of the Earth's land, and frozen continent covered into the thick ice. No permanent human settlement. This is the frozen continent for this thing. But research stations are there also. Indian Maitri and Dakshini Gangotri, governed by the Antarctica Treaty or scientific research. Now we are coming to the ocean and their features. We're talking about the land, now ocean. The Pacific Ocean, 46% of the Earth's water. Pacific Ocean, largest ocean covering to 1/3 of the earth. And Marina Trench, the deepest point of the earth. Antarctica Ocean, that means it 23.9 of the earth's water. And A-shaped land and biggest ocean of the trade. When you're talking to the A-shape, it is the biggest ocean of the trade, surrounded by North and South America, Europe, and Africa. The highly independent coastal line allowed to the natural harbors and ports. Now, Indian Ocean, 20.3% of the Earth's water, named after India, triangular in shape, surrounded by Asia, Africa, and Australia. Now we are coming to the southern ocean. What is the 6% of the Earth's water and encircle the Antarctica, youngest ocean formed 30 million years ago. Arctic Ocean, 2.6% of the Earth's water and surround or the North Pole, connected to the Pacific Ocean via Bering Strait. Now we are coming to the hemisphere and geographical division. Now we equators, coming to the next slide also, next or after that, that equator divide the earth into the north and south hemisphere. If it is spherical for this thing, if it is the equator, then the north and south are there, and latitude longitude, you just look at the place on the earth's surface to the indicator for this thing, then we can identify where it is actually globally. Now now, this is the prime meridian, and this is the equator that divides the earth into the north and south. With the prime meridian, and this is the prime meridian, it is coming to the what is an equator divided the earth into north and south. And in the north, you understand what are the countries are there or continent are there. In here, what are the continents are there? Most in picture you can see most of the countries at the north, and very few countries at the very south for this. This according to the equator and prime meridian for this. Now, Earth's hemisphere. Prime meridian. What is prime meridian actually? Actually, it is the imaginary line running north to south. 0 degree long. But the 17, it was 17 June to 2010 hours, my GMT plus 8 and 1410 hours GMT. Arrival 18 June 1450 hours to 2150 hours GMT. Elapsed time is equal to 2050 plus 24 minus 1410 is equal to 31 hour, adding to the 24 next day to the arrival. Now, jet lag, what is the different and symptoms? Definition. What is the jet lag? A temporary sleep disorder. Suppose if you are going to the India to USA or Canada, that here is the day, where is the night? Caused by traveling across the multiple time zones. cause disruption of the body internal clock, circadian rhythm, body internal clock, and due to the sudden time zone change, common for air travel, typically affect those crossing 5 or more time zones. Effects on the body. The internal clock become confused, leading to fatigue and discomfort. Example, a passenger flying from San Francisco to Rome, 9 times zone apart, may struggle with the sleep patterns, feeling the awake at the night or sleep during the day. Symptoms including the sleeping, insomnia, headache, indigestion, irritability, and lack of concentration. And severity, the impact increased with the number of time zone crossed. Recovery time, symptoms generally last 1 day per time zone cross, but vary from the person to person. The sleeping disorder for the jet lag. Now we are coming to we are already completed the unit number 3. Next, I will start from the unit number 4, Airport Authority of India, their action, their habit, how they are working for this thing. Let's stop for this thing. हाँ श्वेत बोल हाँ चलो 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 क्या असली ना है आते ताले भरे कोई सब ठीक है हाँ